Hi, fifth graders. This is a video to help cello and bass players with sword dance from our Sound Innovations book. I'm going to teach both lines, so it'll be a longer video. Make sure you check the description down below for the links to the first line and the second line. And I think I'll also make a whole nother video that'll have a play-along track in it if you want to use that too. So let's get started. All right, so I've taught a lot on bass this year, so I'm going to use cello for this video. I may cut my head off a little bit just so that you can see my bow better as needed. We're going to start with the first line because it's a little bit more difficult. And we've got the down, up, up bowing going on that we've been working on in class. So let's just look at the first two measures. The notes are D, E, then F sharp. It's the up, up, then two Gs. At speed, it sounds like this. So I'll give that a shot together. D, E, F sharp, G, G, O. 1, 2, ready, go. Now we've got two slurs in measure 3. It's down, then F up. That's 3, 1, 3, 0. Bass will be 4, 1, 4, 0. F, E, F, D, and then two E's come up after that. Try that together. 1, 2, here we go. Try that measure one more time. What I want to make sure you're not doing is this. Like the first measure. This one's two slurs. 1, 2, ready, and go. If you need help with either the first two measures or the second measures, I'd pause the video and keep practicing just those little spots until you're ready. Otherwise, I'm going to assume you're ready to play all of it. Let's play the first 4 measures all together. It'll sound like this. Here we go. 1, 2, first 4 measures go. All right, go ahead and pause if you need to practice any of that. Otherwise, we are going to keep going. I'm going to adjust my cello end pin real fast, so I'll be back in a jiff. Kapow! Much better. Next two measures are measures 5 and 6. We're looking at this one and this one. Let's go ahead and play them because they're the exact same as the first two. Your turn. 1, 2, here we go. Now let's look at the last two measures. F, D, E, D. This is when we have our hook back in it. F, D, E, E, D, D. Let's play that last two measures together. 1, 2, here we go. As with earlier, pause if you need to practice either of those. Otherwise, I want to start at measure 5. That's where the mezzo forte is, and play the second part of the first line. 1, 2, here we go. Hopefully you're good on all of that. We're going to play the entire first line now, and you'll notice there's a repeat at the end of the line. So we'll play the whole first line, and then we'll play it again. 1, 2, here we go. Repeat. Now, it's important to remember, cellos and basses, you have the melody here. So the violins and violas will all be going. And so you need to be able to play that line that we played louder than all of them. So while you're practicing, make sure you're practicing making a really nice big full sound. We're going to move on to the second line now. This line's a little easier. So I'm going to play the first 3 measures actually. Because that'll actually get us through a lot of this. So it starts like this. It'll be here I go. D. So it's D, then G, D, D. Notice first time my G was a little out of tune, so I just fixed it real fast. No problem with that. Let's play the first three measures. D, G, D, D. Basses, you got all open strings, so it's a little easier for you, actually. 1, 2, measure 9. Here we go. Perfect. Now we get our little moment to shine here in the second line. It's A, G, then F sharp, E. Sounds like this with the slurs. If that's hard for cellos especially to slur, if you want to play it separate, I'm okay with that as long as it's super connected. So let's practice that measure. Let's try it a couple times with the slurs. So down, up. Let's try it. 1, 2, here we go. Do it again, go. One more time, go. One more time, I lied. Good. Now let's play it separate. 1, 2, ready, go. One more time. I meant it that time. So if you play it separate, I want it to be connected. So this doesn't work. I want it to be, or preferably the way it's written. So that'll probably be what you have to work on in the second line. Let's play the first four measures. I'll play it first, and then we'll play it together. Okay, let's try those four measures all together. 1, 2, ready, and go. Fantastic. Go ahead and press pause if you need to practice. Otherwise, we'll move on to the last four measures, which are super easy. Here we go. We got D, G, then D, A, D, D. Bass players, you need no fingers. All open strings. D, open G, D, open A, D, D. Cellos, we need obviously 4 on the G. And then the A, remember, is 1 on the G string. So the last two measures are 0, 1, back to D. Let's play the last 4 measures. 1, 2, together, go. Easy peasy. So go ahead and pause if you need to practice anything in the second line, and then we'll play the entire line twice. From the top of the second line, measure 9 at the mezzo forte. We'll play the whole line. We got a repeat sign, and because there's a repeat here, we only play the second line again. Okay, we don't go all the way back to the beginning. Just second line 2 times. All together. 1, 2, here we go. Be on the lookout for a play-along video once you have all the parts learned.